Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to War and Order. Thank you to Camel Games for sponsoring today's video and the channel. Guys, War and Order, if you haven't tried the game yet, there will be a download link below in the description and comments of today's video. I'll cover one thing in this game today that is a big impactful aspect of pushing your armies and having stronger armies whenever you attack. If you guys are unfamiliar with the game, by the way, this is a castle building game that has a ton of depth. It's been going on for years. It has a huge community behind it, and rightfully so, since it does have a lot of backbone and a lot of things to do every single day in terms of dailies, events, and of course PvP. And there's also PvE stuff through the events that I just mentioned. So building up your city, making it stronger. One of the things that makes your army stronger is totems. This is what I'm covering today. Totems, how to make totems stronger, and I'll explain every single thing that there is about the totems today and why they are so important. So first of all, when totems were added into the game, these added an added complexity and choices for players out there, not only for offense but also for defense. There's obviously different power structures of the totems between the rares, which I'll call them the blue ones, the epic ones. Okay, we've got three purple ones, and then there is three yellow ones, which are the legendary ones. The legendary ones are way more difficult to upgrade than I would say the epic ones, and obviously the rare ones. So for the majority of players out there, the rare ones will play a big part of their account in terms of having these for their offense, but maybe also for their defense. So having two separate totems and upgrading these, because these require specific materials, which I'll cover in just a second, and then we'll come back to the totems and what each totem does. So currently I have the hunting totem, it's defending my castle, and then I also have the fire totem, which I use for offense, but also I have this one right here, the wrath totem, which I can also use for offense. Okay, you have the ability to select between use of totems, and the use of totems can be done here. The defense totem that I have currently is the hunting totem. It gives me these stats to my account, and these are based on the level of the totem. So infantry attack, cavalry, archer HP, mage attack, and I also get a skill effect. So when defending, it increases the attack of archers and mages by 4% for 10 seconds. You can switch the defense to something else that you would like. But as you see, the power here that I have on the blue one, 5050, stronger than the wrath totem, stronger than the fire totem. Although the levels are higher, it's just way stronger because of the upgrades that I can get through the oracle quests. What are oracle quests? These are strictly quests that can be done every single day for free. You just press on these things called the quests. There's nothing to it. There's no, there's nothing specific that you need to do. You don't pay anything. You just click on it and that's it. You do the quest and you slowly level up. There's a maximum level of level 20, which I've reached. It doesn't take that long to reach as long as you're doing these quests every single day. So you're clicking. When the time is done here, you'll get a notification on your phone, or if you're playing on BlueStacks or something, you'll see it. You click on it and then it's done. Depending on your level, you'll have separate quests shown, not separate, but different amount of quests shown that you can do per day. So I have the maximum, which is 10 I can do per day. I've already done 4. I'm doing another 2, then I'll be able to do remaining 4 after this. So when these are gone, there's going to be a refresh here and showing me lots more options for quests. So the quests that you do here not only give you weekly rewards, which it's very easy to complete 4-5 days into the week, so you can skip a few days if you're busy and stuff, and then also you can refresh these to get better rewards. So the rewards that you get from these quests, you'll see when you click on them. So you get these materials which are used to enrich the totem that is blue. You get these ones, the psionic tattoos, which can be used to increase the level of the totem skills, which is very important to make it stronger. And then you also get superior rune stones, which can be used on the purple totems, okay, and the bigger ones, but you get way less of these than you get for these. And the thing is, you can actually, if you don't care about the blue totems, you can be breaking down your resources that you get. You can break them down however you like. And there's an Oracle shop here, which I'll cover in a second. But you get these resources, and then these runestones are used to level up the totems. And those are, and the totems become stronger because of that. So the Oracle shop, as you saw from the breakdowns, there's different things that you can buy. I buy food crates. You can get more normal runestones. If you want to boost your blue totems, you can get glory swords, which can be used to boost your when you send out troops for rallies. You can get iron, stone, more glory swords. And I would say the psionic tattoos, the purple ones, are also very good because it helps you level up your purple totem. That is how you use these materials when you break them down. It's a cool aspect, but I don't recommend breaking them down unless you have a clear view of what you want to be doing. So next up, what should I be doing for Oracle quests? As I said, just do them as you go, and eventually you reach the level 20 where you get the maximum of 10% chance for a legendary quest to show. And that's basically, you can do 10 quests per day, and it's very easy to do this as part of your daily routine. You can just log in very quickly every single day and you do your things. So once you start doing those quests, you'll see that you'll be collecting resources for leveling up totems. For myself, I've leveled up the rare separately because it uses the blue ones, the normal runestones. I don't buy them from the packs. I get the quests done or some events done, and that's how I level up my totem. And by leveling up your totem, it's very important to understand that you get boosts that are additional to whatever you see here. So as you start going through this and you get your levels, this is like level 1. This is when you first start out. You get infantry attack and you go. There's no choice behind this. It's a circle of upgrades that just goes on, and there's no choice as you go to higher and higher levels. So let's see, this one 663 to get the level, and then this one 716. So this goes up as you are upgrading your totem. And there's no choice behind it, but it's very easy to be collecting these runestones as you're playing. And when you're getting these levels, you get additional bonuses. So increase the attack of archers and mages. And then also when you have a better total level, you get better upgrades. Okay, and you need conditions completed in order to get these additional bonuses though. So the increased attack on archers and mages is very crucial, and you need 48 levels, for example. Here what I'm doing is I'm very close to just completing this and then doing Totem Force 2 for the remaining bonuses, and you'll see that I'll get additional attack of archers and mages here, which is going to be very nice for the account. So it's a slow thing that you're doing, but it does impact the account and makes it stronger. Same thing goes for the epic ones. It's the same basically way of going through and upgrading everything. It's very difficult to get your skills level up so high unless you are a spender, but that's totally fine. You just go about your day and do your oracle quests, and these can be done. They give you different powers. The epic totems and the legendary totems obviously have a higher impact on the account in terms of just upgrades. You'll see here increase the damage of archers and mages as you go through. You get bigger bonuses here than you would get from the blue totem. These are way more difficult to collect, and what I usually did was just get the bonuses for archers and mages and collect those, and then went to Totem Force 1, Totem Force 3. So in total, I'm getting more bonuses as I'm moving through. Okay, the reason that I'm saving these runestones usually in my upgrades is because sometimes there's different events that require you to spend runestones. So I'm being selective of when I spend my runestones for my upgrades, just so I can get those events done. In general for the game, War and Order, you want to be selective when you use your things, such as the rune stones, such as the skill XP for the beast, everything that goes on in the game in terms of upgrading stuff. There's some events that specifically require you to do that, and just saving those helps you complete those events quicker without spending. So eventually you'll be able to get like the legendary totem done if you want to get those upgrades. For example, increase the attack of archers and mages here. Look at this, I can get 0.5% per level. That is actually very strong, and it just boosts up the power of of the totem. It just makes it so much stronger. In each totem, you'll see different skill effects that can be done. So for example, boosting up the march damage. There's different defense, by the way, defense bonuses that you get when you have these totems up for defense. But for me, I wanted to have my blue one, so the rare one. I wanted to have this as the defensive one. So look at all these stats. So let's say archers 13.5, mages 11.7, plus this boost that I get. And then if I compare the epic one that I have, which I'm considering switching to this one, you can reset everything, reset the skills and then place them on your own, or you can do like a power shift. If I do this, can just send all the upgrades to like an orange totem or one of these totems and just make that one have all the upgrades without caring too much on where each upgrade is there. So the stats over you here, look at this. Archers and mages HP, cavalry, but the damage of archers and mages 1.8%. So it is significantly weaker than the rare one, but the rare one I have for my defense in case I get attacked to be that much stronger. Look at this one, the legendary one, 4.5% increase in attack of archers, critical strike boost as well, which gives you way more damage. And that is how you go about it. But do not discount on the ability to upgrade this one just because the other ones are so much more expensive. This one gives all of these stats versus what you have currently right there. And if you want to be testing things out, you just do the defense totem, you switch the defense, but there is also a cooldown for 1 day after being removed from defense and can't immediately go marching. So you can immediately use this as part of your attacking squad. And the way that you use it for your attacks is basically very simple. Great, I've got another march I can show you. Is let's say you want to be fighting your beasts, you go and do you find the beast that you want to be attacking, and then you select the totem that you want to have in there, right? So 46.55 on this one, 50.50, 21.71. I have this one going. So I have the strong legendary one, which gives me nice bonuses, but I have this one for defense, and then this one is just additional in case I want to be doing 2 separate marchers. I can use the legendary one and I can use the epic one. If you want to be doing more marchers, thing is, you're not gonna have a good time because you'll be splitting all your upgrades through your totems, and that takes basically a lot of money or just time spent in the game, a lot of time spent in the game. So there's that, guys. These are the totems in War and Order. Very impactful. You might think it's just a small thing added to the game, but actually it's much easier to do these and just impact your account. These give you awesome bonuses. Way worth it, I would say. Check it out, guys. The download link will be down below, guys, in the comments section and description of the video. Check it out. Thank you all. If you have more knowledge of totems that I might have not covered, please share it down below in the comments. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.